In preparation for our annual North-South California Grand Championship match, we travel south of the border to the beautiful resort area of Cabo San Lucas at the tip of the Baja Peninsula. With the splendor of the Sea of Cortez in the background, you might be mesmerized by the gorgeous green fairways as they contrast against the stark reality of the desert with its many varieties of native cactus plants waiting to gobble up your stray shot should you lose your concentration. But there's always the welcome serenity of the nearest beach that beckons to calm you down, or you can just pay a visit to one of the many famous local watering holes after a long day on the links. It's a golfing paradise, and we're ready to enjoy every bit of it as we prepare our 3 teams of 4 players, lady amateurs, male amateurs, and PGA professionals. It's the Friendship Scramble, brought to you by Cleveland Golf Srixon and Diamonds International. And it's coming your way from the Jack Nicklaus designed back 9 at the Puerto Los Cabos Golf Club. Hello there, or should I say bienvenidos. At any rate, welcome to Cabo San Lucas and welcome to Baja California. And welcome to the Southern California TV Team Golf Championship Series. I'm Tom Kelly, along with the pro.
I'm Andy Tooney for the PGA.
Well, you brought us down here, beautiful golfing venue, and you put together a little program today you called the Friendship Scramble, Texas style,
yes,
which means there's going to be 4 professionals and their amateur partners taking part. 2 of the pros you know full well, Jim Schaefer out of LA Country Club, and Mitch Thomas, an old friend from up north, former champion in the series. He's now at Morgan Creek. Who's going to be joining this stellar pair, Andy?
Well, the 2 professionals from down here, Jason Balog from Palmilla Golf and Country Club, right around the corner here, and Robert Godet, who's representing the Zippers restaurant, because Tony Magdalena, who the owner of Zippers, is going to host us for lunch, and he's going to play a little golf with the team today. Now,
beautiful,
interesting format. We're calling it the Texas Scramble because the 4 professionals will play together, but after they select their tee shot, one of the professionals can't hit the second shot if they used his tee shot, etc. So they'll only have 3 shots from each position after the tee shot, but the 4 male amateurs will play together and get 4 shots from each position, and the 4 female amateurs will play together and get a shot from each position. We're playing the back 9 here, which is a Nicklaus design, very difficult layout.
You are diabetic. I mean, you were diabolical, and here we are like a couple of big oranges standing here. Thank you for looking in. It's going to be a great show. Thank you for joining us. You'll meet the players, and we'll get on with the action. Okay, Pro, let's meet the players. First is Happy, look at them smiling, group of professionals.
They're happy right now, Tom, because they think they can win today, but they haven't won in the past. Mitch Thomas, the young professional teaching pro up there at Morgan Creek. That's Robert Godet. He teaches down here all around Cabo San Lucas area, used to be at Palmilla. Jim Schaefer, the head professional at the Los Angeles Country Club in Southern California. And Jason Balog, he's the head professional director of golf right down here at the Palmilla.
All right, and the amateur members, and first of all, we turn to this talented group. Some pretty good ball strikers here, Andrew.
Yeah, and they will give the pros all they can handle today. Danny Levine on the left. He's from Morgan Creek Country Club up near Sacramento. There's Danny, and he's played in this challenge match a couple of times in the past. Tony Magdalena, owner of Zippers on the Beach, our
We're going
host.
over to have lunch with
Yes,
him today.
we are, and I'm getting hungry already. Big Dan Jennings, the club champ at Los Angeles Country Club. And finally, Mr. Tim Booth, who's the general manager at the Hilton Los Cabos Beach and Golf Resort.
Now then, the ladies, and remember, as Andy said a moment ago, the ladies have won this in the past, and this group can really play.
Right you are, Tom. That's Laura on the left, Diane and Eva in the middle, and Adriana on the right. First, Laura Shawls. She's from Morgan Creek Country Club near Sacramento, the reigning lady champ. Diane Irvin is the lady champ at Los Angeles Country Club. And then we have 2 ladies from down south there. Eva Verrigan, she's in the real estate business, and Adriana Tello, she works at the spa there at the Hilton Los Cabos.
And so let's get the action underway. The 10th hole, a par 5. 494 for the men, 468 for the women. Danny Levine from Morgan Creek, and his 3rd shot on this par 5.
114 yards straight up the hill, Tom, and
Boy,
you can see the
it
hill. Look at that, how
unbelievable.
steep that is. This hole plays forever and a day up the hill. Tough opening hole for these players.
Nice effort to get it back there to where the hole is cut, because you can see the undulation in that green. And that was really a great shot. Nobody else could hit this green. The amateurs will be putting from back there. Meantime, this is Jim Schaefer from Los Angeles Country Club, and that's the best ball for the pros, males. And now Levine trying to knock this baby in. That's a pretty lengthy putt, Andy, for birdie.
But that's the only team that has a putt for birdie, and a pretty nice roll there, Tom.
Yeah.
So they'll have a tap-in par. The pros chipped it up close like you just saw, but the ladies are struggling here, Tom. They're trying to pick a putt that they think they can make in just a minute. Now, this is the rest of the amateurs. The male amateurs have a chance to make this birdie if they can.
Well, I tell you. They both thought they read it well. Looked pretty good to me, but I couldn't putt a ball in the ocean, even the Sea of Cortez. But
they'll tap in. The amateurs are going to tap in, so they've got their par.
Yes.
But now it's up to the pros and the lady amateurs to match par here.
And that, of course, is Dan Jennings from LA Country Club. Now we turn to Diane Irvin of the LA Country Club.
This is a tough putt, Tom. This is coming back down the hill. It's fairly fast and not easy to read.
Well done.
Wow.
Well, she's an accomplished. She was on the Pro Tour. She's really a gifted athlete at tennis, everything. And they knocked that in. And so we've got 2 pars. And there's a putt for the pros. And that was, of course, Mitch Thomas from up at Morgan Creek. So we all come away dead even. The male amateurs, female amateurs, and the pros after one hole, the 10th, here in Cabo. We go along to the 11th now, and this hole is 169 yards for the men, 137 for the women. Beautiful shot here now as we go to the 11th, and tee shot. And first of all, this is Jennings from LA Country Club.
And this 8-iron, the best shot from the male amateurs on this particular hole, Tom, comes up right in the middle of the green there, just below the hole, maybe 10 or 12 feet below it. And they'll have all 4 of them will have a chance to make that birdie putt for the male amateur team.
8-iron, 169 yards. We have some elevation helping us a little bit here.
A little elevation and a little down and side wind, yes.
Okay. Representing the professionals, Robert Godet, a teaching professional here in the Cabo area. He's at the same tee box, of course. 169. What did he hit, Pro?
I think also an 8-iron, Tom, but that landed very hard. But as it turns out, that's the best shot any of the pros hit here. Very difficult to pick the right club with that crosswind.
Diane Irvin representing the women amateurs, 137 yards. That's probably about an 8-iron, 9-iron for Diane.
8-iron, you got it right, Mr. Kelly, and a pretty good looking shot here, but you can see how downwind it's tough to spin the ball enough to hold the green, so the lady amateurs will probably be putting from that little area off the back of the green.
I would think so. This is a look at the Hilton Hotel, our accommodations, just absolutely gorgeous. The magnificent opening. And, of course, the pools. And as you stand in my room and look out, you're looking at the Sea of Cortez. More than welcome to come by anytime while I'm down here. And meantime, we get back to the pros. And this is Schaefer from L.A.
And he,
the
funny thing was, Tom, he picked this chip shot, and his other professional partners didn't hit very good shots from here, so the pressure was really on him to hit it close, and he did a nice job.
Boy, didn't he, though. Meantime, here's Laura. And as you indicated, Andy, the female amateurs with a putter in hand from the back edge. That's a very nice up, and that, of course, would be either given or just a routine tap-in. Meantime, Danny Levine now, and this could be a birdie effort for the male amateurs.
Pretty much straight uphill, right to left breaking putt. Wow, look at that thing bend. I didn't see that much break, and obviously they didn't see that much break either, but that was their best effort so far. So let's see if one of the other guys can make it, but I doubt it with that much break in there. Nope, nobody did, so they're going to tap this in for par.
That's right. Well, an interesting par, nonetheless, kind of circled around once before it fell in. But everybody, it would appear, as we now watch Robert Godet for the professionals, needs this for a par. Remember the match between these 3 teams, all even, and it stays all even. And we played 2 holes here at Cabo. Meantime, Andy gets a chance to visit with Tim Booth as you take a look at some gorgeous scenery. Pro, if you will, please.